What's going on, YouTube people? My YouTube people. I'm back again with the foam tires. Give you a little heads up on foam tires. Cheap ones, expensive ones. You know what I mean? The good, the bad ones, you know. Ways you can use them. I'm going to start off with the 1/8 scale. The 1/8 scale. K-Force. These are some pretty tall tires and skinny. The compound is not all that. These are beginner tires. If you first get your buggy and it does 40 something miles per hour, you can put all 4 tires on your car, on your truck. But that's all you can do is like 40, 50 miles per hour. And yes, you're just running them on the front. Like for me, I have to run these on the front of my car, and I also have to file them down. I file them down real low, and these are 1/8 scale adapters on here. So I file them down and get them low because I bought them, so I had to use them. Once I got them low, I said, okay, they work pretty good. Just put them on the front. So I put them on the front, and I left Jayco Concept tires on the rear because they're wider. I know y'all probably seen these tires up there, so on the internet and stuff, but this is how they look. I filed them down also, so they usually are taller than this. This is usually taller than this tire. But as you can see, these are not that wide. They're more narrow. Okay, when you put them together, let me see, that's probably better be right there. They're not too much wider, but this compound sucks. But like I said, if you're running a 4-wheel drive and you put these on in front of your car on a 1/10 scale and put the J Concept on the rear, they're perfect. So that's how I run it, because these are more like tires you would put in the front. And like I said, they're like $32. They're just something you want to practice with. I mean, if you try to take it up to a high speed and you got all 4 of them on your car, it ain't gonna work. Trust me, I know. But if you put this on the front and J Concept on the rear, it's got the perfect compound. These tires right here can go up to 100 miles per hour and more. These are good, very good. I love those tires. 1/10 scale. I run them on the back of mine, and like I said, the 1/8 scale on the front, but you gotta file them down a little bit because my buggy is smaller than the regular buggies. A regular 1/10 scale is bigger than mine. But also, let's get to the next tire. Also, another 1/10 scale. Both of these are 1/10 scale. Keep that in mind just in case you want to do a size comparison, because a lot of people order stuff and don't realize that just because it says 1/10 don't mean it's going to come out looking like this. A lot of people think, okay, I'm ordering this 1/10 scale, it's going to come out looking like this. Wrong. You might see these on the internet. These are very, very good tires. They will go over 100 miles per hour. Guaranteed. They do some speed. They do some numbers for you. But you have to have something like a pan car, or a drifter car that you don't turn to a speed car. And these right here are the Contact. I love those tires. I run it on my 1/18 scale, and I also run the 1/10 scale Race Force, K-Force. I mean, yeah, K-Force. These same tires, these same people, they make these little small tires too, for the like pan cars, drift cars, stuff like that. They're foam. They're not good tires. Also, if you want to put it on the back of your car, if I tried to run all 4 of these, it wouldn't work. It's not gonna do good. So what I have to do, the same thing I had to do with that. I had to take the little cheap tires, file them down a little bit, and then I put the Contact right on the back of it because it's a wider tire. It's perfect. See if you want to, that's them right here. Size comparison. The bottom is the rear. Okay, I can't see it that good. Okay, the bottom is the rear and the top is the front for me. In order to make this tire work, you're gonna have to have one of these tires. So if you end up finding yourself buying these little cheap tires, they're like $16 for 4. You're gonna have to get these for the rear. As long as you got some good rear tires, it'll get you where you need to go. The compound on here is just like the compound on these. It's a very good compound. These two right here, I recommend if you have a pan car or a drifter car, you turn into a speed car, these are your tires you want to get right here. This is what you need. You can get the front on yours. Mine, since I have a 1/18 scale, I had to figure something out because if I run the actual tires that goes with these on the front of mine, it flips for some reason. These tires right here give it enough, like it keeps it loose. So if it gets out of control, it just spin out, you know what I mean, and it doesn't flip. If I was to take the same brand of tire right here, the smaller version that goes on the front, it'll flip over, tear up and all that. So I found to use these tires when I'm running my 1/18 scale, and it works perfect. I'm gonna give you a run video of it. I'm trying to get a GPS for it so I can clock it for y'all, let y'all see how it runs. But it runs like a sewing machine. I guarantee it's gonna do some speeds. We're gonna do some good numbers with this 1/18 scale. Probably about like we're gonna get at least 70. You know what I'm saying? So y'all stay tuned and look for that run video. But like, I'm just out here trying to tell you about these foam tires and stuff. I make my own little sauce and everything. So when the road is too dusty, you know what I'm saying, I like to put some of this sauce out there in the road, put it on my tires. As long as it's hot, a good hot day, it kicks in just like that. Takes it no time, you know what I mean? You put it out there on the concrete, on your little strip or whatever. I got a container, I spray it out there and I make the strip. You want a prep runway, I can prep the runway for both sides. If you don't, prep just my tires. Eventually after you see me prepping my tires with this sauce, you're gonna want some. But I'm not trying to make this video too long. I'm just giving you the heads up on the K-Force Racing 1/8 scale tires. Garbage. Don't get them. And yes, you're just practicing. You're a beginner. You're not going over 55 miles per hour. If you get 55 miles per hour, that might work perfect for you. But as long as you're not going over that. But if you want to run the 110 scale, you got a buggy, truck, you know what I mean, something like that, an off-road vehicle that you're trying to go on-road with, perfect tires for you. Perfect. I'm talking about perfect. If you try to run stuff like a buggy or something like that, these are the best tires to run. That's it. That's all I can tell you, man. That's where it's at. I guarantee you. It will make you catwalk, stand up, leave trails in the road. Same thing with these. The contacts do the same thing. They leave skid marks in the road when you pull off. If you got enough power behind yours. But just, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to give y'all a heads up on the tires and everything. But like I said, the J Concept, get it for your buggy, your truck, whatever you got. If you got an off-road vehicle, turning it back to on-road, 110, 12mm hub, that's where you at. That's what you need. Y'all take it easy. Foam tires, they do it all.